Emma was 6 years old when she lost her parents in a car accident. Only Emma survived. After the accident, she lived with her grandmother, Margaret. One day at the cemetery, Emma asked if her parents would ever come back. Margaret told her they would not, but promised that Emma would never be alone. She decided to give Emma the best future possible. Margaret had faced difficulties before. When she was young, she married a man named Robert. They had a son together. A few years later, Robert passed away, leaving Margaret to raise their son by herself. She worked many jobs and took care of him. Her son grew up and started his own family. Margaret thought her difficult years were behind her. However, her son and daughter-in-law later died in a car accident, leaving Emma in her care. Margaret became Emma's guardian. She worked hard to support her granddaughter. She often put Emma's needs before her own. She saved money whenever possible and even sold a necklace from her wedding to pay for Emma's school expenses. Emma grew up in a loving home. As she got older, she learned about her grandmother's sacrifices. This inspired her to study hard and work toward her goals. Emma was accepted into medical school and eventually became a doctor. At her graduation, she thanked Margaret for helping her reach that achievement. Margaret told her that she had earned it through her own efforts. After Emma started her career, she made sure Margaret no longer had to work. She took care of her grandmother and gave her a comfortable life. Later, Emma met a man named Daniel. They spent time together and eventually planned to get married. Margaret was careful before giving her approval. Over several years, Daniel showed that he was kind, responsible, and respectful. He helped Margaret whenever she needed assistance and listened to her stories about the family. Before the wedding, he gave her a restored copy of an old wedding photograph of her and Robert. He had spent months finding someone who could repair the damaged picture. Margaret appreciated the gift and recognized Daniel's good character. She gave him her blessing to marry Emma. Emma and Daniel got married. A few years later, they had a daughter. Margaret was happy to see another generation of the family growing. Looking back on her life, Margaret remembered the promise she had made to Emma years earlier. Through hard work and dedication, she had helped her granddaughter build a successful future. The family continued to grow, and Margaret saw that her efforts had made a lasting difference. Her story showed that patience, sacrifice, and care can have a positive impact for many years and across generations.